YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at and review a game that I have found. It's called Quarantine King. To be fair, I don't know much about it. I picked it up and I was very much intrigued. I got this at Savers and I saw the picture. I kind of laughed because all the toilet paper and all that, the cleaning supplies and all that. If I read correctly, this was actually created, you can see here, in 2020 by the Fledgling Brothers. It was designed to be a game based on the whole hoarding things that was going on. Start off, there's a QR code here if you want to scan that. Hey, we're Fledgling Brothers, and we're thrilled you're here. Quarantine King has become a favorite for families throughout the U.S., and we hope you become one of them. Find more games. The goal, Quarantine King, is simple. Stash up the most days' worth of supplies before the store, the draw pile, runs out, to become the King of Quarantine. The quest is not as easy as it seems, for your opponent will loot your supplies and deploy action cards to foil your quest. Here's the setup. I'm going to let you guys read that because I'm reading it too. Okay. Taking your turn, to the left of the dealer begins play. Each turn, the player must perform one of the four actions. Create a supply stash, pair a supply card with an identical supply card or with a wild card. 2 wild cards can't be used to create a supply stash. Pair an identical one to the top from the clearance. It's kind of like rummy, I guess. Only 2 cards can be used to create a supply. Each time a supply stash is created, it is placed perpendicular to the prior stack. So for those that don't know perpendicular, all you guys probably do, but just in case, perpendicular means that way, forming a cross. Parallel, perpendicular. Parallel, perpendicular. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, just some kids might be watching this and not understand it. Loot an enemy. A player may loot the top supply stash from an opponent using a matching supply card or a wild card from their hand. The attacking may defend their supply stash by using a matching supply card or any wild card from their hand. Neither wild card trumps the other. This back and forth continues until a player can no longer continue or chooses not to. If the defender player wins, he or she collects all the cards using the loot and adds them to the top supply stash that was defended. If the looter wins, he or she collects all the cards played, including the opponent's attack supply stash, and adds them to his supplies. A player may have at least 1 supply stash before looting. Must have. A player's first supply stash cannot be looted. A card from the clearance place cannot be used to loot. The top supply stash may be only. They can discard a supply card from his or her hand to draw a new one. The store must wait until his or her next turn. Okay. Play an action card. Once a player has at least 1 supply, he or she can use any of the action cards they have in their beginning of their turn. It requires an action plus a +1 to play. Create a supply stash loot from an opponent. Discard. Only 1 action card can be played. Free food delivery. Draw 2 additional cards from the store. When a player draws 2 extra cards, he or she can hold all 7 cards in their hand, but will not draw from the store again until they have at least less than 5 cards. Video conference fail. 2 players, and they must reveal their hand to you and to you alone. Stay at home. Select an opponent to skip the next turn. And for those devious players, no, you cannot skip yourself. Panic buying. Trade your top supply stash with an opponent's supply stash. The opponent cannot defend that. Sports are canceled. Challenge any player to a best game of rocks, paper, scissors. If the challenger wins, they win this top. If the challenger loses, nothing happens. And restock, and at the end of the player's turn, he or she will restock from the store, and yada yada yada. So 5 cards max, I believe. End of the game, when the store runs out, the game continues as normal until all players' supply stashes have been used. If the clearance has more cards than the number of players, then the store is out of the stock, no cards left. Shuffle the clearance player and draw from them as if they were the store. If you're out of cards, your top supply stash is still vulnerable to being looted until all players are out of cards. They add up the total number of days they have, blah, blah, blah. And keep a running tally until 1,000 days worth of supplies. And then that is what it looks like. The dump, the clearance, the store, player 1, his hand, player 2. The hand, you can see the stash, it's all perpendicular to each other and stuff. So the last thing they also have is they also have what the cards look like and what the original one is. So I just figured we'd take a time to look at that, and then we'll look at the cards. So I believe the one on the left is the fake one, and the one on the right is the real. So that's hilarious. Venus. American Gothic. The guy is from Rocky Horror Picture Show. In this case, I think it's the right side on this one. Crossing the Delaware. Norman Rockwell. The Scream. I think this one is the one on the right as well. This is Liberty Leading the People. Disco Bolus. Campbell's Soup. Oh, this one's on the left. Nope, that's the right on this one. Left, left, left. I like these. These are really awesome looking. Napoleon. Whistler's Mother. And the Persistence of Mint thing. Alright. So, according to that, do a quick shuffle. Yada, 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 yada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, what is it? Give each player 5 cards. Yep. Put that there. Okay, so that would be the hand. I would take these 2. That would be my first stash because it's the same. See? And you can see they have days. So let's just take a look at the cards and let's look at the days. There's 120 cards, I think. I counted them, so the medicine is 10 days. Mask is 15 days. Bacon supplies is 5. The wild card toilet is 50. Bottled water is 10. Canned goods is 5. Streaming subscription is 20. Candy stash, oh, we all need one of those, is 5. Disinfectant wipes is 10. Candy. Frozen pizza is 5. Another wild card. Hand sanitizer is 25. I did medicine. Is this it? Oh. Stay at home order. Remind someone that only essential activities are allowed. Choose any player and skip their next turn, plus 1 extra play. Gloves for the Scream, 15 days. Sports are canceled. It's time for you to step into the game. Challenge a player to rock, paper, scissors. Take their top stuff if you win. More wild. I think those are the actions. candy, pizza, gloves. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, here it is. Video conference fail, like that someone's forgot their camera was on you. Oops. Choose two opponents and they must reveal their cards to you. Medicine, canned goods, candy stash, stay at home. And I think that's it. Oh, free food delivery. If you're not much of a home chef, you can always order delivery. No one will ever know the difference. Draw 2 cards plus 1 play. So, you notice it's got Napoleon. Yeah. Pretty funny. You have to say, these are really... Oh, there's another one. Panic buying. Ignoring advice from public officials. You needlessly stock up. Trade your top stash with the top stash of another player. Plus 1 play. So... yeah, these are really nice looking cards. And they're really thick. So... I would say if you can get your hands on this and you have friends, grab it. This looks like it would be a great time, a great game to play. So, yeah, I think that's it. Yep. So, yeah, I would say this looks like a great game to play. Gotta see if I can get my friends and I to play it. What's the minimum? They actually say 3 to 4, I think. I think it's minimum 3. Yeah, I think it's a minimum of 3 players, so that way there's always a challenge. Alrighty. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at this. Oh, 2 to 6. There we go. Like, I knew they had the thing there. So 2 to 6, 7 plus. So a pretty good amount of people can play this. Alrighty. Anyways, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually am going to try this out with my friends, like I said. And it looks great. I'll let you guys know how it went. If I remember to. I'm sorry if I don't. Anyways, peace out. Bye, YouTube.